Best program I've joined to date. You do everything right. Fulfillment is spot on. You're keeping my setters accountable. The training's great, beyond anything I would have ever been able to do.
Yeah. And I tell a lot of business owners, they outsource appointment setting to setters because they're not good at it, but then they don't understand that they need to train the setters.
Now I know it all comes down to numbers, and this is something you said, and it's just a numbers game. Are the numbers right? If they are, you're hitting numbers.
If you didn't join our management, what do you think would have happened? Where do you think you would be now?
In the same position.
Give a quick introduction into like who you are, what you do,
Yeah.
and how much you're making now.
So, my name is Patrick Long. I do Amazon FBA coaching. Obviously, marketing through Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. And I teach people how to make money online with, obviously, Amazon FBA.
Yeah.
At the minute, we're at around 100K a month. We're aiming for 200K and then on to 300-400K a month.
Yeah.
Is the plan.
How does it feel now, like looking at where the business is at compared to where it was like 2-3 months ago?
Yeah, so what we were stuck at around £30,000 a month, I'd say, and then a lot of it comes down to not having the tracking, not having the training in place, because I was trying to do everything myself, obviously, which is a mistake I've made quite a few times in business. And obviously investing into yourself and investing into the business is what you need to do. But the point of business is scaling, and I think when you stop scaling, it can get quite demotivating, it can get quite worrying. I mean, you always want to be going up, and getting stagnant can feel like shit, as everyone knows. It's why a lot of people who are working jobs feel like shit. Because nothing changes, nothing is changing. So it's good, and like I said, we're growing every month. We've got the right systems in place now, we've got the right tracking in place, and I don't see why we wouldn't get to 200-400K a month.
I mean, when you look at like where the business was at, where you had those inconsistencies, you were making like 20-30K per month. What do you feel like were the main problems that you were then like facing in the business at that stage?
Yeah, so obviously training is a huge part of it. I was training my setters myself, which is obviously with your side management is huge in that sense with the training the setters. And I was doing it myself, but I haven't had any training ever. The way I was appointment setting before I hired an appointment setter was shit. I didn't know what I was fucking talking about. Right? So that side of things is made a massive difference. Even with my setters, I mean, they tell me every day that the training is incredible. And because it is, and the difference in conversations, the show up rate, the qualified calls we get booked, it's a game changer. And obviously the tracking side of things, and I say this to everyone in Amazon, it's the most fucking important part of business, especially at scale. Because if you don't have a clue what's going on in your business and everything comes down to numbers, how the fuck are you going to know how to scale? How are you going to see bottlenecks? Because obviously that was another big part of where we were failing is bottlenecks, right? But how are you going to know and understand that without tracking it properly?
And I tell a lot of business owners, they outsource appointment setting to setters because they're not good at it, but then they don't understand that they need to train the setters.
That's literally it.
So it's like you're going to outsource something to someone because you're not good at it, but then you need to train them on the thing that you're not good at.
Well, this is where I failed, and it's where I tried, and the results showed why that didn't work, because I tried training tried doing training in something I don't fucking understand. And, you know, my expertise is Amazon FBA, the content side, the marketing. You know, I don't have a clue. I've never even watched a YouTube video on setting. I mean, I used to just ask people fucking if they wanted to start. Do you know what I mean? I used to DM people, do you want to start? And where the fuck was that going to get me long term? And that's why we had so much inconsistency in the business.
So when you then had that inconsistency and you realized that, what actually got you to then join my agency and actually come under my management?
I mean, obviously I know who you've worked with in the past. I understand the fulfillment that you do. I mean, that was a big part of it. I know that you do it right. And like I said to you the other night, if you weren't doing 100%, if your team weren't doing 100%, I wouldn't still be with you, and I still pay you every single month because of it. You do everything right. Fulfillment is spot on. You're keeping my setters accountable. The training's great, beyond anything I would have ever been able to do. And that's why I'm still here, and I don't see myself leaving the program because of it.
Yeah. What was then kind of the first impressions when we started working together in terms of like what were you expecting and then what actually happened in terms of results and just overall first impressions?
What I was expecting, I didn't actually really know.
Yeah.
And the thing is, because the side of what you teach within a business is something that was sort of unknown to me with the tracking, the setter and all that. And yeah, it was unknown, but I jump into these things that are unknown because that's how you make a difference. And I feel like if I don't know, then it's a good enough reason for me to do it.
Yeah.
Because I need to know. It's an important part of business.
Yeah.
Expectations, I didn't know, and I said it to my setters, I don't know. You never know. You know, you always have that aspect of fear, and you know, it's uncomfortable making big decisions and joining programs, and it is the unknown, and that's essentially how it is. But expectations, in a sense, then were low, but you exceeded them. Hence why I said I'm still with you.
Yeah.
But like I said, I didn't have any training, understanding of setting and tracking, so it made a big difference in the business.
Yeah. I mean, you obviously mentioned like the tracking side of things and then the training. What do you feel like was the biggest problem we maybe solved that then allowed you to obviously scale from where you were?
Well, obviously,
Because there was a couple of things as well.
yeah, I mean, like, it's a group of everything that I was lacking in.
Yeah.
I mean, just even knowing bottlenecks in the business, and I mean, one thing that I think makes a huge difference, aside from the training and everything, is fixing bottlenecks, right?
Yeah.
And it is just having it in front of you, of knowing, you know, if we want to hit 100k, 200k, this is how many calls we need, this is how many, each thing is broken down perfectly, and then it's just a case of fixing whatever is not hitting numbers.
Exactly. And that's a big mistake that people make trying to go from like 20k to 100k, 200k, whatever they're trying to do, is they have zero clarity on a projection system, on the numbers. They also have zero tracking in place, therefore they might be very good at generating leads. They might have thousands and thousands of leads.
It's very easy to make 10, 20, 30k a month.
Yeah.
You don't need that many people.
Yeah.
You don't really need consistency. I mean, what is it, a couple of people a month and you're hitting them numbers? It's in the online space, and you know, you have any sort of following, you're hitting them numbers instantly. It's getting to the next level. I mean, there's obviously mentors like Sui, which, you know, help me in my business to get to a point.
Yeah.
But then the importance of tracking past that, it's just, you know, it's night and dark. You need that shit.
Exactly.
And if you don't, you won't hit big numbers. I mean, what business is out there doing big numbers, doing millions a month, that doesn't know every little thing inside the business? And you know, Amazon, they know everything. They know where every single staff is. They know every single number. Tesco, shops, supermarkets, they know every single number. They know every single item that leaves that store, because everything's tracked perfectly, and that's why they do big numbers. You know, you can't run a business that level in a messy way. It don't work.
Yeah. Where do you think you would still be if you didn't join? Because you mentioned you were like 20, 30k per month. You had all these problems. You didn't know where the bottlenecks are. If you didn't join our management, what do you think would have happened? Where do you think you would be now?
In the same position. I mean, maybe I could have gone backwards. Maybe I could have had a good month, but again, I wouldn't know. You know, I don't know where I'd be in theory. I know I wouldn't be doing, you know, I wouldn't have the projection that I'm doing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have confidence that I'd be hitting 200k, which I'm very confident about now.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't understand my business at that point. Now I do. Now I know it all comes down to numbers, and this is something you said, and I say it a lot to like the people I train now. You know, it's just a numbers game. Are the numbers right? If they are, you're hitting numbers.
Because a lot of people then try to just, hopefully one day we'll get to 100k per month. But that's why I look at the projection so much. Because if you understand your new convert qualified call percentage, show rate, closer rate, average order value, and you work backwards, it's mathematically impossible for you not to hit 100k, 200k, whatever your goal is, if you hit those numbers. It's just numbers, right? If you were to talk to someone that was still in your same spot, that's maybe hesitant about joining our management and kind of getting the help that you got, what would you tell them?
I've joined so many shit programs, right? I spend so much money, tens and tens and tens of fucking thousands. I think one big part in your management team is you give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know, so many people are lazy and they don't offer a good service. I mean, it's all going online. I wouldn't go anywhere else now for management tracking. I've tried it. It's not worked. And I said this to you the other night, it's exceptional. It's the best I've seen in the space for this sort of thing.
Yeah.
And if anyone is hesitant to join, you know, make the commitment, make that uncomfortable step, make it happen because it's worth it.
Yeah.
And it's proven with my results. It's proven with what I'm saying, and I will never bullshit online.
Yeah.
I would not sit here with you and bullshit you and bullshit on a camera to say it's good or whatever. If it was shit, I'd say it's shit.
Yeah.
It is the best program I've joined to date for this sort of thing, and I'll be staying with you. And I have complete, you know, flexibility. If I want to leave next month, if I want to leave right now your program and not pay monthly, I can.
Yeah.
I'm not tied into anything. I'm not tied into any contract. If I want to leave, I'm gone.
Yeah.
I'm here, and I'm still here after months and months because fulfillment is bang on.
That's pretty much it. And now we're on a yacht in Marbella,
On a yacht.
enjoying life.
And I think they're getting the jet ski out.
There you go.
Which I am,
Mr. Patrick, I appreciate it.
Yeah. And thank
next-
you for
yeah.
what you've done so far.
For sure, man.
I'm excited to see the future.
There you go.
And everybody, get onto this guy. Let's get on the cave.